Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for Politically Incorrect Knitters. I am Deplorable Knitter. That is the wonderful and beautiful Ann Pinkova. Thanks for joining us at the crack of dawn. Well, it's not the crack of dawn for all of us, but for some
Not
people
as early
it is.
as our last live show.
I know. As you can see, I'm not quite as tired.
All right.
But before we get into stuff, I want to talk about Chicken Lady Fiber Arts, her giveaway. You can get this beautiful kit. Oops, it helps if my hand's not covering all of it. It comes with the yarn you need. I saw that there's even a stitch marker in there and the ribbon, and it's a pattern to make your very own ornament. So that's cool. And then I've got other little things that she sent along. So little prizes, little extra something. So make sure you check out our gal, Chicken Lady Fiber Arts, at chickenladyfiberarts.com. Sign up for her newsletter. I don't know the code.
The code. Yeah, I was about to say the code. The code is Scorching20 PIK for 20% off your order. That's the August code. Scorching.
Like Therese, who said that it's so hot where she is that she's damp and yarn is too icky to touch. So there you go.
Yeah, my sympathies, Therese.
For real, it's no good. And this has nothing to do with anything, but just in case you wanted to know, I'm the best mom ever.
Hey,
so there you go. I got that going for me today.
Exactly. Certifiable facts.
And if any of you guys have this mug, too bad. I am the best mom ever. So whatever.
Fake news.
Sorry. Fake news. You're too funny.
Well,
I missed you this week. So usually Anna and I talk a couple times during the week or text, but I don't know, life apparently. She was busy, I was busy, life. So
I'm sure you can tell, but I have a heck of a head cold, so this is going to be fun. This is going to be great.
You're going to be fine. And you can't really tell. You always look translucent, so it's not that's new.
Thanks. That sort of sickly pallor always clings to me, so I don't have to worry too much about being unpresentable.
I wouldn't call you sickly. You're just very, very... You have porcelain skin.
Yeah.
I've never been accused of that.
Yeah. Asian girls hate her for this one simple trick.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So what's new with you, girl?
Well, I got a box from you. Hey, it's Jason.
Hey, Jason. Hey, good morning. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, thanks for the $2.
I've heard awesome things about the comic. Got to get it. Anne's been raving, so
that's right.
Cool.
And he just started a Friday night show on his channel.
Cool.
I think it's Friday nights, as in Kniggets.
Okay.
But yeah, he's doing a panel.
That took me a second, and then that was really, really... Okay, got it.
Didn't expect that one to get you, but...
Because I didn't expect it. Usually your jokes, you could do Friday knits. Yeah.
Hey.
Because we got time for extra stuff. No, Fridays are no good for me. I got to go teach at co-op, so...
Hey, that
go
works.
Enjoy Jason on Fridays because I'm busy. Sorry.
Right. Well, we do every other Tuesday. We're good.
Yeah. We got stuff going on. And usually we have a weekly episode, except that you guys may have noticed that there wasn't one last week because I straight up just didn't even edit it. Just didn't do it. So it'll come soon-ish. We'll see. That did not sound good.
It's an old joke, Amy, okay?
I've never heard that one. That's why it caught me so hard.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's funny. Cool. So, yes, we were talking about stuff.
Yes.
And somebody said you're Neapolitan. I don't know how that works. But.
Oh, yes. The Neapolitan skin was last time where I was wearing a tank top because it was birch red, white, and then tanned brown. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now you're just translucent, so we're back to the status quo. So that's nice.
That was normal. That's awesome. But I have a box from you, and I have a pair of socks I'm working on. And
can we tell them when you were supposed to get that box?
Probably
8 months ago.
Well, depending.
Half of it was 8 months ago.
Right. depending on how you go for either Christmas or birthday or whatever. But hey,
Yeah. But Anne had a milestone birthday, so I had to find all the stuff.
yeah.
We had milestone years. I'm much older than her, but I hang around her, so it makes me look cooler and younger.
I don't think anyone ever hung around me and was considered hip. So I think you're okay.
Amy says Christmas in July, but late. Yeah, that's pretty much my aesthetic. It's this thing, but I should have done it like 3 weeks ago. So sorry.
See, Dad points out that it's a Monty Python joke.
Oh, somebody did? I didn't see it. Oh.
Yeah,
Silly
from
English.
the French Knight in Quest for the Holy Grail.
I've seen that one. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Or maybe I just didn't get it.
I don't
Which
know.
is also really true.
No,
I haven't seen that one in a long time. That's so funny.
I mean, there's a lot in that monologue. That was a small portion of things. But anyways.
Okay.
Part of the box is this lovely, lovely big old mug.
Can I tell you about that mug?
Sure.
So the kids and I are in a store, right? And I'm talking about, oh, we got to get Anne some presents, blah, blah. And I walked past this display and I said, guys, we have to get this mug for Anne because it says America. Doesn't that say America to you? So we were walking around the store and saying America.
Yeah. No,
because it was funny.
I don't know if so there was this World War II propaganda poster, and they used it for the end credits in the first Captain America movie, but it's how about a hot cup of freedom? And it was a tin mug, but I think this is more appropriate. This is just very patriotic, and it's a big old mug, which I appreciate.
I liked how big it was, and then I shipped it, and I was a little bit worried that it was going to break during shipping because it just fit in the box, and I was worried it was going to get scrunched. But I did pack it full of bubble wrap, so apparently it worked out.
Hey,
worked out in the end.
Fine. U.S. Postal Service, not all bad most times.
Well, I'm surprised it didn't break, but I'm happy.
Hey, it's good. It works. It drinks.
America. Seriously, that's what we were doing. We're ridiculous, and that's what we were doing.
Walking around.
And there were several with like eagles and flags on them, and we had to decide which one was the most America for you.
Exactly, the most patriotic.
Anyway, so yes, moving on.
Anyways, so I'm just gonna show off the stuff in my box if that's okay. I mean, I don't know.
I'll stop talking.
I mean, that's fine. But here, da-da-da. And I did open it beforehand because I wanted to see.
Did you see that thing fly at me, or was that too quick for the screen? My husband is down on the ground and he threw something at me. Because this is what we do here.
Sorry, it's like those clickbait title videos. My channel is under attack. Assaulted during live stream.
Yeah, no, just my husband doing husband things. Hey, I'm Lockie and Laura.
Hey, Maria.
Thanks for coming. Morning.
Morning.
So, let's see what's in your box.
You know what's in the box. You sent it to me. Anyways, it's a deplorable knitter bag, first off. Yeah.
Isn't that exciting? I had some that weren't quite printed right, and I'm like, Anne won't care because I couldn't sell them.
Printed right?
Yeah, a couple of the letters are a little flaky, but I didn't think you'd mind.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I would never have noticed if you hadn't just told me. Way to spoil it. I would have been like,
sorry.
And never would I have noticed.
No, later on you've been looking at it going, man, she sent me. It's a surprise for DK because it's been so long. No, I packed it this week and sent it on Monday, Tuesday. Right. Whatever day it was. It wasn't that long ago, I don't think. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still talking. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't worry, man. Bro, you're good. Okay, so got the bag. Got this beautiful roving, which I'm gonna show off because this looks awfully silky. It is merino alpaca camel silk. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Don't you just want to like lay on it?
I know. It's very nice. Super soft. And I love the colors too. It's all very, kind of woodlandy jewel tones. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't
Nice.
spin, but that fiber made me think about it for a minute there.
Right.
I was like, this would be real pretty, but yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Had it. I know. I haven't used my spinning wheel for a long time. I mean, it's like I'm it's not on camera, but I'm tapping it right now. It's right there. But
well, at least you know where it is and where all its pieces are. You got that piece fixed, right? That was part of your problem.
Yes, I got the piece fixed. Yes, but the flyer thing isn't attached right now. It's in a bag in the other room, but I know where all that is. So
good.
Just haven't used it. Somebody, so when I moved to my new place about, over 6 months ago now, when I was carrying it in, like this one guy gave me a weird look and I almost punched him. And that's not normally how I am as a person. So let me tell you, it was a weird look. So
that's a weird story for you. You're normally very chill.
Normally I am, but
I feel like I need to make you bigger while you're showing things off.
Why?
Anne hates it when I do that to her.
I do.
I think if I do this, I'm going to be bigger. Let's see. Yep. Let's see. Can I switch you? Haha.
Hi.
Now we can see your really prices better.
Wow. Here. I feel... Look, I'm really self-conscious, man, and I really do have a head cold. So
I believe you.
Anyways, I also got this little lovely, which I assume you made yourself.
I did.
That is fantastic.
For some reason, I decided that cross stitching was the thing I needed. I had time to do because I don't have enough other things.
Of course, and doing it for the joke is perfect.
That's why I did it, because I thought you would enjoy it. Yeah.
The things we do for laughter. But yes, that's fantastic.
Sorry.
That's true. Thank you. And here. We also, I really appreciate these, have some sock blockers, which is perfect for my Saki challenge. Yes.
So I bought those sock blockers last November. And I never mailed you your Christmas present. And then you got your own sock blockers. And I was like, dang it. Like, I should have mailed the dang thing to her.
Hey, whoever complained about extra sock blockers, though?
I don't know. Those are imported from England.
Yeah, nice. Special
Anybody
English
wants to know this shop, I can tell you. It was November. It's been a long time.
I know you had the envelope, but I
okay.
That's fine. I'm sorry.
But I didn't want them to get broken. They had to stay in their little house.
Exactly. Here, and then I can show off the socks that I did finish this week on them in a minute.
Ooh, fancy.
But okay, very, very fancy is some Ravolution yarn, which is fantastic. And if you haven't seen our interview with her, please do, because it's a great interview.
Yes. She's got a lot to say about a lot of stuff. You got to hear it.
Here, let me take off the little thing. But ain't that pretty?
I thought so.
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic. I just yarn rotate on screen. But yes, that is very beautiful. Thank you. And here, let me get that back. I'm still a little self-conscious about being large screen. I don't know why. It's not as if you don't see me already.
I mean, I do it because we're on my phone. And so like right now I'm the size of a postage stamp and you're like the size of like a Post-it. So that's why I do it. Probably on people's like computers or TVs, you're like larger than life.
I know every once in a while someone will have a picture of them. It's like, I'm watching you on TV. And I'm like, even though I do this to other people, it's a little weird. But anyways, there is also this lovely little bag of goodies, which I'm very excited about. Here, one second. Ooh. here that there's like a little container of stitch markers that look like those little rings. You know those water toys where you have to like hit the button so like it pushes water up so the little rings float over the little things. That's what they look like, and that is delightful.
They're like tiny for sock knitting.
Yeah, nice.
Or any of the small knitting you do that I don't do. So.
Mm-hmm. No, it's nice to have, because sometimes when the stitch markers are bigger on your little tiny needles, like they're, you have to kind of wrestle.
It's difficult.
Yeah, so that's lovely. There's also a couple bee stitch markers. Believe in yourself. Sorry. And then there's this pin, which is live every week like it's Shark Week, which I'm sure each and every one of us will take seriously from now on.
When I saw that, I couldn't even, you had to have it.
Exactly.
Because you're, whether you want to be or not, you're Shark Girl.
It's like, hey, kind of like Shark Boy and Lava Girl, but different.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so that's a lot of fun. And then this is very lovely. I've always looked at these, but never got one. So this is perfect. It is a time turner necklace.
I'll tell you why you have one.
Sure.
Because I had to buy them for my kids, and they came in a 3-pack.
Woohoo!
So, Anne,
it's like I'm part of the club.
You match my kids now.
Nice.
So there you go.
Thank you.
I gave you more stuff than I realized.
Yeah.
I think it's because it was 8 or 10 months of me putting things away, and I didn't think about it. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, and my face is big now too.
Hey, nice.
What up?
Anyways, so thank you very much.
You're welcome. Sorry it took, forever and ever.
It happens. Well, this week, so I'm about halfway through my Shark Week cards for getting the stickers out. I'll probably try to work on them more this week. But yeah, that's like, I hope it's not too, what?
No, my camera's doing something. I'm doing something to my camera. I'm listening.
Oh, okay, sure. Anyways, that, I don't know. I get the feeling of being behind on packages. Don't worry, I've done it too. I had a friend. What?
Can I just make a quick comment?
Sure.
If you're the lady that I was supposed to send the PIK yarn to in February, we've lost your address. I can't find it. I don't know if Anne ever looked.
I looked, but I had
Sorry, I can't find it. I have your package actually packaged now. All I need to do is put your address on it. So, hey, sorry about the whole thing.
Right.
My bad.
I know. I did look, and I was having a difficulty.
That's part of why these Chicken Lady things that I have as gifts are already in these bags, so that when we pick a winner, I can just put everything that they get inside. These bags are my lifesaver, because if things aren't together, my brain does not have the capacity to do it. So I've been trying to be better this month.
Anyways, do you have any knitting to show? I feel bad showing off.
I've started, so co-op starts in less than a month. And so obviously I'm just starting my pattern for my advanced knitting class. This is as far as it is right now. It's going to be a cowl. It's a sampler. I used this stitch on a hat I did several years ago, and I have just started a new stitch on this one, but as you can see, I've only done it a couple times. So, but after I do this one, I think there's going to be a beaded section. I might do some brioche. I'm kind of letting it flow and just seeing what happens. So we'll see. Sure. But I have these tweedy colors that I might get for my students. Like, if you can see, this pink tweed has the same color as this like purpley blue color down here. Oh, yeah. Nice. And there's another color that coordinates. I'm using Rowan felted tweed so that I can keep it somewhat cost effective for my students. But they all have the same color flex, so they all match, but then it helps them even coordinate more. So that's what I'm working on.
Cool.
That's
I
it.
was, yeah, I was actually looking at some more Rowan felted tweed this week because I have a sweater idea. And it's one of those sweater ideas that's like I would want to finish in a more timely manner. When does that ever happen? But looking for yarn, I was like, this is, you said it's more cost effective. I'm like, I don't know, man. This stuff I was looking at was kind of spendy.
For my students though, it's at the local yarn store, it's $14 a ball.
Okay.
And each student would need like a half a ball or a third of a ball. So for what my advanced class, this is probably going to be the last class I teach these students. So I'm giving them a little bit, I'm charging more for the class. I get to set the price. So I get to say how much it's going to cost, but I wanted them to, we've worked with a lot of different acrylics, different kinds of yarn, and I wanted them to get some nice wool. It needs to be thin enough that we can do the beading with it. It needs to be,
right.
So I'm trying to find that balance between expensive and like, I want them to work with a nice fiber just so they can kind of get a feel for, yeah, there's this commercially available stuff. And then when you're making a gift that's maybe a little bit fancier, you know, something for your mom's 50th birthday or whatever they're doing,
right,
that they can also know how to work with a different fiber. So
nice.
I know. But that's my story about it.
I mean, as I've said before, I love Rowan felted tweed. Like,
I know that about you.
I know. I have a lot.
Anne loves anything that has tweed. Like, let's just be honest here.
It's very true. Need for tweed. That's me.
I'm hyper today. I think it's because I don't have to immediately go to work. I have to go to work later, but we're going to a reunion in an hour or so. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Nice.
I'm going to grill hot dogs. My kids will play on the playground. I'll talk to people I see once a year. You know, it's fun.
It'll be great.
I don't usually get to go because I'm usually working, so I'm pretty stoked actually. So
nice.
That's the deal. That's what's up here in this house. Well, I'm being the best mom ever.
That's right.
I don't know why I'm so hyper. I'm sorry.
Hey, you're good. Anyways.
You're knitting.
2 socks.
Those sock blockers are, I thought that they weren't the correct size, but look, they're the correct size.
They are the correct size. Look at that.
Oh.
And this is because I think I forget if I said, oh, you're doing this again. Okay, I think I said before that I realized I only have a month left of my Summer of Van Gogh Opal Sock Challenge. So I went, oh crap. So I'm doing 2 at a time socks and she's having an issue again. I'm doing 2 at a time socks, same pattern, different yarn, and then I am knitting them again. So I have, you know, matching pairs. But this is the Helgen socks by Miss Anna Knitter. And they're supposed to be like dragon scales. Ooh, that looks nice. Look at that. Look at those socks. Anyways.
They're very nice. I like them. I love those colors too. That the one in the front, I really like that color.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Pretty.
Yeah, they're fancy. Here, 1 second. Let me look in my bag and see if I have.
Yes. Therese says, I love Anne challenging herself and then getting stressed out by herself.
Every time. Like we said, live every week like it's Shark Week. Okay, here's the tags.
Yeah, you need to put that right on your bag.
Right.
On your whatever project bag those are in, put it on there.
See, I have it in this bag, which Amy of Two Sisters gave me. And it's kind of thick. Ooh. So it's a little, it might be difficult to stab, which is an advantage, but for other reasons. But okay, so it's, the Van Gogh titles are in German, but it's, you know, this one. There's like a chair and stuff. And then
good story.
I know.
There's like a chair.
You know, Van Gogh, he liked his chairs. I don't get it. And then there's like this bridge thing, which I wasn't actually familiar with. And it's one of those, it's one of those interesting things with classical works that you kind of think like, oh, classics, everybody knows the classics. But in different places and time periods, other classics are more popular than others. And I don't know if that's just part of the Van Gogh series. I mean, they have the main ones. They have Sunflowers, of course. They have Starry Night, of course. They have the one of his bedroom. But once you get kind of past that, you're like, oh, I like dark green and red chairs.
Yep.
They don't do hay
I like that
bales,
one.
which was surprising to me. But maybe, or there's one of, is it a church with crows that they also don't do? But maybe it's just that the colors are so different between these versus other Van Gogh paintings that they make for better sock patterns. I don't know. I wasn't
Maybe.
consulted, but
Hey, I want to do art class. Maybe not in depth. My kids are only 3rd and 4th grade, but if you got something that talks about some classic paintings or different art styles, just that we can look at and talk about. Got
Mhm.
any ideas? Let me know.
Sure.
That's the one part of our curriculum that I'm not entirely certain what we're doing. So,
Right. I remember when I was in middle school, pre-homeschool days, that my favorite part was that our art teacher actually did like a little bit of art history, not anything really in depth, but like every week she'd have an artist of the week, and
Mhm.
whatever art project we'd do would be vaguely tied into them. And, like she'd be like, here's the artist, he lived then, this is the time period, and then these are like his, couple most famous works. And then we'd have to have a little quiz at the end of the week that'd be like, okay, what does impressionism mean? Or what does,
right.
just, it'd be like a 10-question quiz. It wasn't anything crazy, but sometimes she'd like play a video or something like that, and that was a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, my kids get like hands-on art at co-op, but we're doing a classical composer study, and I just kind of thought it might be neat to kind of like pair like, oh, we're listening to Beethoven this week, and this is the kind of art they were doing when he was popular, kind of make it a
Yeah.
thing. So
No, that would be awesome.
Mhm.
That kind of,
And we're ending
no,
with the
but
guy who did Harry Potter. That's really all they care about.
well,
John Williams, right? So like, I
no,
mean, he did everything else, but that's all they care about.
right. No, but it's good though. It's good to have a mental tie-in, and
Mhm.
it's good to have like a audio visual that at this time period this music was popular and this is the art that was popular. And even
Mhm.
I mean, they're a little young, but this is the books that was popular and this is what was going on in the world. It kind of gives a more full picture than
Yeah.
just this little segment of history.
Right. Like that's kind of what I'm thinking. And it's probably something we'll revisit as they're older and like in
Mhm.
depth look at, but getting used to seeing Van Gogh and all the
Right.
different Picasso and all the stuff, see what was going on. So that's what I'm
Right.
thinking.
Yeah. And
Anybody's got an idea?
I remember I'm going to forget the particulars of this criticism, but it was somebody talking about a Jane Austen movie, and the music in the background, they said that it wasn't accurate for the time, not because
Mhm.
the music didn't exist, but because another composer was more popular at the time, and this guy's works was kind of being ignored. So having the ignored composer's music as the background music didn't really make sense. And
Right.
anyways, I thought it was interesting, but not interesting enough to remember who was involved. So
No, it is interesting. Just yeah, you like nowadays you look at it and you're like, oh, it was from 1600. Obviously, this is what people were listening to, but just like now, there's preferences. There's like,
right,
yeah, that guy was around, but we liked, Mozart better or whatever it was.
right.
So,
No, definitely. And kind of like I said with classic books, that Ivanhoe used to be like one of the classics, Sir Walter Scott, but now it's kind of fallen out of favor. And I'm like, no, wait, Ivanhoe was great. And is part of it because like the movie adaptations were never that awesome? Or is part of it because it has a pretty strong Jewish subplot? You don't quite know exactly
I
why
don't know.
it's
I've never
less.
read it.
Oh, it's so good.
I'll look into it.
It's
You'll have to text me though, because by the time this is over, I'll have forgotten we even talked about it. So,
it's the Crusades and Robin Hood and
Mhm.
Knights
Cool.
Templar, and it's a great story. There's a lot of action. Anyways.
Mhm.
But
Cool. Should we do news for a minute?
yeah, we should do news on our knitting and news show.
Hey, we actually have had knitting lately, so that's always fun.
Hey,
I mean, there are those weeks where we're like, oh yeah, well, I forgot we're supposed to knit too. So
yeah. Right. I assume you want me to lead in on news. I'm sorry.
Oh, absolutely, yes, yes. I'm getting better, but I'm still a little bit not on top of it.
Hey,
I know that there was a fire in Hawaii, in Maui or something. It was bad. Right?
Yes. Yeah, that there.
And then I heard rumors that it maybe wasn't a natural fire, like it may have been on purpose. And I don't know if that was just a conspiracy theory thing, because they were talking about how they wanted to develop the area and they had signed all the papers, and now there's been a big fire that wiped everything out. And isn't that weird? So
yeah, while I haven't heard that rumor, there have been a lot of very unnatural fires lately that you're like, oh, no, wait, this is global warming. This is a terrible fire. And like so many things, it comes out later. Oh, yeah, so the arsonist was caught.
Allegedly.
So, allegedly. So while it may not yet be known that there was an arsonist in Hawaii, it has many such cases.
Yes, has happened.
Like the Canadian wildfires and the Californian wildfires and the Oregon wildfires. And
oh, okay. So good to know.
You know, that's great. We had days of haze. And I know across much of America they did, from the Canadian wildfires. Like that dang global warming. It's like, no, it really wasn't though.
So here's a good joke for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Accelerant and climate change are synonymous. That's also true.
Well, very true.
So, yes, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start you off on not what you wanted.
Hey, don't worry.
Don't worry. That's what I know about.
Yeah. I was going to say that there's, just a couple of little updatey things. We have the Republican primary. Vivek is still doing the tour that election interference is only a big tech issue, and he's really, really dancing around that point. So there's that. Ron DeSantis also says that Trump lost outright, and that Trump didn't help him get nominated, which the numbers don't lie. That he wasn't going to win until Trump's nomination. So also kind of scuzzy.
Yeah, I think that these people that are now trying to distance themselves from Trump are actually just shooting themselves in the foot, because the people who are for Trump see the stuff that's going on with him, and they know it's fake, and they know that it's like Biden and the Democrats trying to mess with them. And so for them to kind of start getting on that bandwagon, they're actually doing the opposite of helping themselves, because it's obvious that it's a whole ploy against him. It's like you can tell it's all fake news.
Right. Fake news. No, and it's pretty sick. Okay, DOJ this week fined Elon Musk $350,000 for not giving them access to Trump's Twitter account over the January 6th stuff. Again, okay, absolutely disgusting that they want to crowbar his account for nothing. After previous Twitter deleted his tweets because they were so shocking, the ones that said, hey, everybody go home peacefully, patriotically, hey guys, we're done, all of this stuff, saying, hey, I see you, I love you, everything's good, just cease and desist,
be chill.
So Trump having those positive messages, they hid very quickly because of how horrible the horrors of January 6th were. So they had to break into the Twitter account that he just got back and would not have gotten back if Elon Musk hadn't come in. Not that Musk doesn't have his issues, but still. that all of that. So Jack Smith then got a warrant for Trump's Twitter account to then find out that Trump doesn't use DMs. And also part of this is that not only do they want access to Trump's Twitter account to look through all the things again that he didn't do, that this is a trumped up crime and the ridiculousness of it, and the miscarriage of justice cannot be undercut, but also that they want to see who else had access to Trump's Twitter account. I think just Trump has access to Trump's Twitter account, but basically they want to charge anyone else who might have had access as well of being equally evil to Trump, or co-conspirators in the evil that is January 6th.
Yeah, because those messages of people telling people to be calm and go home and not to cause trouble, that's the worst thing he could have done.
Yeah. In fact, it was probably a dog whistle. People really know what he meant. He meant opposite day.
I didn't know it was opposite day. Usually you get like a message that it is. How am I supposed to know that?
I don't know. It's crazy.
Okay. So they went through all the rigmarole to find out that he didn't use his DMs. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So why did Elon get charged them? Because he didn't allow them in once they had the warrant?
Right. He said he wasn't going to give it up, and then they charged him all this money, which, I would think that is, I think that money is an investment, frankly, for anyone else. The fact that the DOJ can just break in anyways is an issue, but I think that Elon Musk saying, no, I'm not going to let this happen, and then they charge him is, I think that's good for him generally, even though the CEO he hired has been saying some stupid stuff lately. That she also wants to, I don't know, was it not downvote, but underplay any, hurtful quote content. Lawful, but awful is her term. So
they're policing speech and thought, and lawful but awful. Come on, I can say whatever I want to. You don't have to like it.
Right. So it's still a back and forth with her, but
people have to get over this whole thing of like words or violence. Go away. There's so many other things you could have to worry about. Go away. Sorry.
Hey.
Okay.
It's all good. Okay. And then big story breaking yesterday. The full interview is going to come out today. I don't know if it has yet, but James O'Keefe, his new media group is now OMG Media, which is hilarious to me. But he just got a tip off from Best Buy that that there is a Best Buy employee, and they were talking about the rainbow flag, LGBTQ, whatever. Basically that they had a history of like you had to sit through as all of the employees, and this guy Enis Sujak, he and his partner they're like that he had a recorded conversation with his manager, and which his manager basically told him he was bigoted for saying that he didn't want any of the rainbow stuff around. That he's like, look, you have equal rights, everything is fine, and I don't want to hear I don't want to sit through this thing, and I don't want to hear your propaganda about this. And his manager said he was bigoted and people are being abused all the time, and that there are people like him and worse than him who want to harm people. Anyways, it was ridiculous. So in this conference that he had, he and his partner just walked out, and the lady, Athena, I think her first name was, who was doing this conference, actually put up more rainbow pride flags after he walked out as sort of a petty show. So there's that, and not only that, but they have an application process if you want to become a manager. And basically, if you were white, you were not allowed to enter.
Oh, this makes more sense. Whites need not apply. I didn't understand that, but that makes more sense now.
Right. That there was the two things that came out with Best Buy.
Nice. Well, yeah. Good thing that nobody goes to Best Buy anymore. I mean, for real.
Well, I mean, I occasionally go to a Best Buy, but I
okay.
No, I was just thinking that maybe this is like a strike back at, Stop Asian Hate, because that's who I think would be managers at Geek Squad. But
okay. So yeah, what about translucent? And can you apply if you're translucent? What if they're albino? Are they allowed, or are they too white also? There's so many questions this brings up. I mean, I need to know.
There are a lot of questions. It's unclear. But I don't know. There's been some times where I'm like, I'm almost green, so maybe that'll be something. Anyways.
Oh, are you a Martian?
No, I
mean, aliens are big right now, so that could work in your favor.
I know, maybe it will. Maybe it'll work for me. I always quote the first Thor movie. The casket wasn't the only thing you took back from Jotunheim that day. I'm practically blue. But you haven't seen the first Thor movie, so never mind.
I got nothing.
It's okay. Anyways, I know that you have a busy day ahead of you. Was there anything else you wanted to cover?
I don't have much. I mean, is there anything else we need to talk about as far as Biden? What the hell is he doing now? Besides pissing people off and being senile.
I know.
That's about it.
Beyond hustling around cocaine charges and,
Yeah. Trying to make plea deals to protect his weirdo son.
So, and more money to the Ukraine after
allegedly
on fire. Yeah, it's great. It's fantastic. It's top notch.
It is top notch. I think a lot of leftists will embrace the existence of aliens, the anal probing, and all of that.
Yep.
Could be. Hard to say. So, yeah, I guess that's that. If you don't have anything else happening, you need to no. So
Knitting Wars on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, Knitting Wars. I'll try to remember to come this time. I need to write it down. I've been keeping a schedule, and it's actually helping me. I think I mentioned it before, but I have ADD, and I've been taking medicine, and it helps. But then I've also, because I take the medicine, I can also focus on things like writing down what I need to do, and then remembering that I can look at this thing where I wrote everything down, and then it's like amazing. I'm not 100% by any means, but the change I'm seeing in myself is really very exciting. Like putting all the things together in one spot so that I don't have to look for them when it's time to mail it, because then that's overwhelming. But yeah, you can win a Chicken Lady ornament kit. It's her pattern. It's a little kit with all the yarn and stuffing, and there's a stitch marker and a ribbon and just everything you need. And then there's a sample of her yarn and a Chicken Lady sticker and a Chicken Lady tape measure and these stickers from Birdie Rose. So, cool stuff. Every person on planet Earth was birthed by a woman, adult, human, female, just in case there were any questions. So,
and you can use the code SCORCHING20 PIK for 20% off your order. She is starting dyeing again. She just did a live stream a couple nights ago, and you can check it out.
It was last night, wasn't it?
Was it last night?
Could have been. I saw a notification, but I was doing something else. But something happened soon lately. Yes.
Right. Anyways, check out her channel and see it. She was the grand prize winner of Shark Week, so she opened her bag, which is very exciting.
That's fun.
But yeah, go ahead,
Mhm.
check her out. She has started dyeing again, which is fantastic.
Mhm.
Yeah, good stuff.
And what's our code? Scorching 20
Scorching
PIK?
20 PIK for 20% off your order.
Mhm. So, thanks guys for joining us. Have fun with whatever you're doing today. I hope it's a lovely day and feel better.
I'll try to.
Cool. We'll see you guys later.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.